As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Appalachian State Mountaineers and the Georgia Southern Eagles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, the Eagles head coach told me before the game, what he's talking to his team about is we've got to get our guy to that 1,000-yard mark. Their freshman running back has been terrific all season. They have been able to count on him to carry the rock. And he is so close to 1,000 yards, one of the most prominent stats in all of college football for a running back. He wants to make sure that his young freshman is rewarded here today, so he has challenged that offensive line to make sure he eats here in the first quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Eagles offense will go to work first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. So Appalachian State's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And we'll be seeing plenty of Jakari Lewis, a 150-yard, 3-touchdown day while leading his team to victory in their last game. Makes the grab and room to run. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Let's talk about App State. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement. You create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Chambers. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The run inside, it's Lewis. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
Takes the handoff. It's Lewis. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. What a disappointment. No good. After the miss, no change in the score. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Might be changing the route. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Upstairs to make the catch. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. He's got the tight end. Could not make his way to the corner. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they
picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The option look. The option, the keeper. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Here on second and short. Off play action. Got it. If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Using his feet. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Hands it off on the counter. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Keeps it on the option. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got...
Oh, he wants it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Makes a catch. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Mountaineers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. One final play before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Chambers. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Gonna look downfield again. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He'll do it himself on the draw. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more.
He caught it! Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Leaves it with the running back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs.
Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Eagles! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
That's why I love this offense running this option play, because if this running back gets the ball on the perimeter in space, he is so deadly and he's lethal. And he showed you right there. This guy's got a lot of tools.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
On target. Oh, he got loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. On the move, he fires. Makes a connection. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the 1st down marker. And he missed it. No good. There's a flag on the field, and I think we're going to get another shot at this, and the kicker will be a little bit closer this time.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Going to the running game. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Flips it out on the screen. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you...
There's some room. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Might as well give it to him again. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Handoff to the single running back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires quickly. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And man, it's really nice when you start to have a QB that understands exactly what the situation is. Third down, like my execution, not trying to make big plays. How can I move the sticks, get myself another set of downs? Nice job by the QB understanding that, being on the same page with his receiver, and getting a fresh set of downs.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here comes the heat. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's open things up with Louisiana Tech taking on the Arkansas State Red Wolves. And it's Louisiana Tech looking to extend that win streak to double digits. How many teams can say that? It's been one of the best coaching jobs in football this year, and a big payday is on the horizon. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big Ten. Back now to your game inside Paulson Stadium. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. He's got him. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. Plows through the defense. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun. Quarterback adapting. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Mountaineers are rolling down the field. He breaks a tackle. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Gonna run it. It's Lewis. Oh, what a move. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They'll run it. It's Lewis. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the 1st down.
That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Pulls it in. It's Phillips. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Here comes the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running inside, it's Lewis. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Chambers. Here's a heat. And it's a sack. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. That fumble in crust territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
day, it's just some fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Todd. Here's a little room there. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Under fire. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. On the draw, it's Todd. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good.
Caught, and he's got room. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. On the move, it's Lewis. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to throw, it's Chambers. Unleashes one. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Slips through the line. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Georgia Southern Eagles sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Finding some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things.
So frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Pocket breaking down.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Absolutely perfect. The lead down to... Three, 20-17.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the 4th quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. The defense did its job, holding them to the field goal, and now this offense will try to protect this lead. There he goes! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
With the catch, it's Lewis. Open space at the 25. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, App State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Boy, Nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. We'll see if they go into a 4-minute offense, try to bleed the clock, or will they stay aggressive with a couple of minutes to play. He's in open space downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some...
Snags it, and there's running room. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. They'll run play action. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Maybe a crease. Remember, down where you start the slide, he'll be short. Game. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Doing it himself again. He gets enough for the 1st down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him, in the moments, can get those big 3rd down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
The Mountaineers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Headed outside. It's Lewis. Oh, he's got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. Trying to save time on defense, they used their 2nd timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the team. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they take it in for 6 more points. His huge game continues. 3rd time he's gotten pay dirt in this one, and numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. Stepping to the right. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Got his man downfield. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Wide open downfield. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Might be calling a hot route. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Georgia Southern will have it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Eagles! The Eagles land a counterpunch.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You've got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up across the street from each other that went to different schools, Jesse. You can feel it.
David, you're absolutely right, and I wonder